Alright, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the NASCAR Nick YouTube channel. Obviously today, February, what is it today? The 11th was the Clash, so I figured I'd want to talk about that and kind of tell you guys how I felt about it and, you know, how I thought the cars drove, how I thought the cars looked on the track, and maybe some predictions for the 500, who knows, but I just want to be clear that before I kind of start this video, I didn't actually watch the whole thing. I missed the first about 10 laps, and I couldn't see the last 12-ish laps. I was actually at the Chicago Auto Show today, and that kind of messed up my schedule for viewing it. I guess I have to say, like, my one complaint about the Clash, and I don't know why they did this, but moving it to the middle of the day, Sunday, just doesn't really make any sense to me, and I really wish they would have kept it at a Saturday night race because I would have been able to watch it. People would have actually been able to go to the track. If you looked at the stands, almost nobody was really there, so that's pretty disappointing. And just, it looks a lot better at night. Like, it's a special race. It should be at night. It should be under the lights Saturday night, how it's always been. So I don't know why they changed it the past couple years. I'm sure there's a good reason for it, but I don't know. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of that. I think they should go back to Saturday night racing at Daytona. Have a crowd there because no one's going to go there on a Sunday. Everyone has work on Monday. It doesn't make any sense. So yeah, I think that whole running at the daytime on Sunday is stupid. But anyway, I want to talk about the race a little bit. So like I said, I didn't see all of it, but you know, just getting straight into it, I think what I did see was pretty good. I didn't see any like manufacturer dominance at all. It's not like, you know, the past couple 500s where it's just been like 3 Toyotas in the front of the pack, just like leading it the entire time, which is really always annoying, and I don't think anyone really likes to see. So I was happy that didn't happen. I think we saw a lot out of Chase Elliott. I mean, he was really aggressive in like the first half, you know, lap 20, 25, 30. He was up there battling a lot and making some really aggressive moves, which was good to see because, you know, he's got 0 in the win column. So I was kind of hoping he'd like make some noise, and I think he definitely did. I don't really know what happened to him towards the end. I mean, maybe he wrecked or something. But yeah, at the beginning, I thought he was doing really well, and his car looks amazing. That Mountain Dew number 9 Chevy Camaro ZL1, I think, looks absolutely incredible. So I was really happy to see that, and it looked a lot better than just what you could see on like NASCAR.com or whatever. So that was cool. My boy Jimmy Johnson, he did all right at the beginning. You know, wasn't really making much noise. At the end, he was right there, and then he got wrecked. I saw that a little later, obviously, but he got wrecked out in the last lap, kind of by Kyle Larson bumping him. So that's going to be pretty interesting because the new Camaros, the front ends are pretty pointed, and they don't match up at all to like the rear bumpers or whatever, if anything. The Fords are pretty good. They're pretty flat, and the Toyotas, they're kind of angled, but they're also kind of flat, so they're kind of the best of both worlds for that, I feel like. But yeah, the kind of the crest right at the front of the nose, just where it the two sides come together or whatever, like it points, you know, and it doesn't line up great, so that caused a little bit of trouble. I know Jamie McMurray spun out. I know Kyle Larson had a really great save. I'm not sure what happened for him to like go on the apron and come back. He must have gotten shoved out or something, but it'll be interesting. I think Jeff Gordon was talking about it at the end of the broadcast. He's like, yeah, like, you know, the Chevys, you know, it's going to be interesting to see how that happened, how that goes in the Daytona 500, and I think he's right. I think that is something to be looking at. And something that will develop in the 125s on Thursday, I'm sure, and I am totally excited for that. I can't wait for some more on-track action at Daytona, of course. So yeah, that was kind of interesting, but overall, I think it was a really good race. And like I said, I didn't really see a lot of people, you know, like one manufacturer dominance, like 3 Toyotas or whatever, just like running up front and leading all these laps. I saw a lot of people. You know, it seemed like drivers were able to move around a lot. They were able to make some really kind of, you know, sketchy moves, like, you know, Chase Elliott or whatever, kind of moving up and down. Joey Logano was up there doing some cool stuff. So I think the product on track is actually pretty good, which I'm happy to say because the last few years at plate tracks, I don't know, I guess it's kind of been hit or miss. Some races have been okay, and some have just been super, you know, snooze fests. So I did enjoy watching the Clash this year. I guess, you know, at the end it got kind of single file there because everyone's just kind of biding their time until the last couple of laps when they start making their moves. And like I said, I didn't see the last couple of laps. So I can't really comment on kind of what happened there. I'm assuming it's mostly a single file, maybe a couple people trying to come down to the low side and make something happen. But yeah, it was a good race. BK won, and I mean, what are you gonna do? Like, he's great at plate tracks. The Fords are better at plate tracks because, you know, they're less aerodynamic. Well, I guess they're more aerodynamic. They have less downforce, is what I'm trying to say. They have less downforce in the front because the nose clips on those cars are not nearly as pointed or sharp as the Toyotas and now new Chevy Camaro bodies. So they are kind of smoother around the air, and so they work better. I think the top 3 or 4 finishers were in the Ford Fusions. So I'm a Ford guy at heart, so that was cool to see. But of course, I'm a Jimmy Johnson fan, and him getting wrecked on the last lap really sucked. But not like it matters. He qualified 3rd for the 500, which is great. So hopefully he can like maintain that spot, or hopefully somewhere still in like the top 5, top 10 in the duels. I think that would be really, really cool. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the dual races. What else is there to say? I mean, I think that the cars look great. I think the new Chevys look awesome. They seem to drive pretty well. They're fast. I mean, Alex Bowman sat on the pole. That's crazy. That's awesome. You know, I kind of thought it was gonna be William Byron, but whatever. Alex Bowman, that's cool. I think they look great. They look, you know, the paint scheme's really like, I don't know. I mean, the Chase Elliott scheme just really came to life for me. And, oh man, that car just looks awesome. I mean, Jimmy Johnson's car, it looks okay. It looks all right. But yeah, I think the Chevys just look great. They seem to drive well for their teams, which is obviously what they're supposed to do, before looks, of course. And so, you know, once we get to Atlanta, I mean, that's going to be the true test, of course, to see, like, do they actually have the speed. But here at Daytona, looks good. The racing product is good. And like you guys, I'm just ready for the season to get going and looking forward to seeing kind of the new faces and seeing what the young versus old guys can do. You know, it's kind of like the rookies slash, you know, sophomore, junior standing drivers, like very new to NASCAR, relatively new to NASCAR. And then it's like you got the guys like Jimmy Johnson, Kevin Harvick, the Busch brothers, and I mean, even Hamlin. Hamlin's been in the sport for like 12 years now, so you got kind of all those guys. Martin Truex Jr. has been, you know, here for a long time. He just won his championship, obviously, but you got kind of the young versus the old. So I think that's really going to be pretty cool to see and kind of how that unfolds. Obviously, being a Hendrick fan at Hendrick Motorsports, almost everybody's new besides Jimmy Johnson, Alex Bowman, William Byron, and why am I forgetting this other driver here? Okay, I don't know, but it's all new at Hendrick, all right? So just know that. But then you got Eric Jones in the 20. You know, Case Kane's not new. Obviously, he's in his new ride, though, which is going to, again, be interesting to see how that goes. And I don't know, there's like a lot of new and fun stories this year. I feel like in the last couple of years, it's just been like, kind of blah, like whatever. You got Danica Patrick doing her last Daytona 500, so I mean, I'm sure she's going to finish terribly, but hey, whatever, like, maybe she'll do something crazy, you know, who knows. So anyway, I just wanted to make a short video and, you know, telling you guys kind of what I thought about the Clash. And really, all it's done for me is just gotten me more excited for the Thursday dual races and, of course, the 500 in a week. So that's it from me, guys. I hope you guys have a good week and are getting ready for the 500. I'll probably do a video on the duels. We'll see. It's kind of during the week for me with school, so I'm not really sure if I'll have time, but I might be able to make something work with that. But yeah, then it's time for the 500. So I'm really, really stoked about that, and just can't wait to get the season going, as I'm sure all of you are. So, you know, that's going to be it from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, hit that like button. Really helps me out. And if you loved this video, consider subscribing. So that's it from me. Hope you guys have a great week, and I'll talk to you later.